Hi there, it's Trisha in the 60s. Hello. I am coming to you from my front porch. Reason being, I have something new to show off. Well, not show off, but something I worked on, and I am sitting on it, actually. You see, this right here, this bench was in very sad shape. And so I've spent the last week cleaning it up, um, changing out pieces of wood, giving it an acid bath, the whole bit. And I've got a few pictures that I'll go ahead and show you how I took a very sad looking bench from the way it looks right now in this picture to how I turned it into a halfway decent looking old cheap bench. Well, here is a picture of the bench as it looked a couple months ago. As you can tell, it's just weathered wood with some rusted cast iron. So this is the inspiration. Just everything all black, just everything matte black. I just figured that would look nice. And it would match the new balusters on the side as well. This is, once I started taking it apart, I just wanted to show you a copy. I don't know why the pineapple over here on the left is blurred out. I have no idea why. But anyway, you could tell this is just where the wood was. So there's wood also on the iron. So I knew if I was going to be cleaning off the rust from that, I'd have to take the wood off first. So anyway, this is what the wood looked like on the back piece. This is the other side of it. This one at least doesn't have a blurry spot. This is the other side of it, where you can see, you know, the pieces of wood where they were screwed in on. These are also, this is the sides. And you can see they have got some rust on them. It's not rusted through, but it was definitely had surface rust. There's just a close-up that you can see some of the rust there. And on that one as well. So what I was doing here is, and of course this was very futile, I numbered the little pieces of wood that was inside here, because there was 5 pieces of wood inside each of these rings that goes around the pineapples. Of course, once I painted them, you couldn't see anything, but I think I was going to put them in order so I would remember what order they came in, but I was like they'll all fit wherever I end up putting them. So first thing I did was, once I separated everything, is I gave the hardware a bath. I gave it a bath in vinegar. It was a combination of white vinegar and apple cider vinegar, just because I had both of them. And these are the screws that once I got them cleaned up, I painted them, because I painted the ones that were going to show because they were going to show. And so I wanted everything to be as black as I could make it. So I just put them in a box and painted them. This is the acid wash for getting the rust off of the cast iron pieces. This is it's a citric acid in just water. It is safe for people to touch and everything. It's the same citric acid that people use when they make when they do canning and things like that. So it's a safe product to work with, but it likes to eat the rust. And so I kept them in there for several hours, but it's a whole big production, because it's like the second you pull it out, you pull out the piece out of that, you've got a minute amount of time to rinse it off, dry it, and then put some kind of a coating on it. Either if you're leaving it the way it is, you can oil it up, or if you're going to paint it, you have to prime it that very moment. So as soon as you pull something out, you really do have to take care of it as soon as humanly possible. So that was kind of a little rush. But I wanted you to see the setup. Easiest thing is just to get a baby pool and put it in there, because like I said, even if you were to put it in something taller, because that's why I had that trash can earlier, because I thought I could put them in the trash can, which would have worked just fine, but you'd have to do half and half because it wouldn't have all fit under all at once. And the part that's showing then would be susceptible to what they call flash rusting, which is why when you do take it out, you have to rinse it off with plain water and dry it in just minutes, because it will rust over again really fast, because you have now taken away its protective coating, and so you have to put some kind of a coating back, whether it's an oil or whether it is a paint or a primer, which is what I did. Now, while I was doing those things, I, of course, painted the woods. These are the pieces of wood. The two closest one, the curly one and the one closest to us, are the originals that came from the back. But the 5 slats, I just cut those out of new 1x2s. I figure might as well, because let's put some brand new pieces of wood under there. These are the little round things that go around the pineapple, or the 2 pineapples. And again, I was priming them with, as you see, the Bullseye 1, 2, 3 primer. It's supposed to be the best primer for external wood, and also it does metal as well. So here you can see I've started painting the wood black, but this was getting the 2 side pieces and the back piece primed. So that's what's going on there. Here is just the final coats of the black. I had 1 coat of primer on the woods, and then 3 coats of black. And on the cast iron, and here's another where you can see how black I got it. And I was very happy, because I wanted it to be as shiny as I could make it. So there's 3 coats of black Rust-Oleum glossy black on there. And then this is the back piece. I was and here you can see the sides. So this was just letting them dry. They have 3 coats as well, but they have 2 coats and 3 coats of black. Again, the Rust-Oleum black glossy. And then there's another one of the side piece. And just a close-up of one of those pineapples. And it is black, and this is really, really close, so it doesn't look quite as black as it actually looks when you're far away from it, or standing a little farther away, but still wanted to get the intricacies of, the pineapple and everything in there. And this is the final product. I put it together just yesterday, and that's the final product on the porch. So I surprised my mother. She had always said, "You need a new bench, because it's so, it was very dirty, not dirty, but as you saw there." And then now it is rejuvenated in black, glossy black. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was riveting, but I just wanted you to see what I had done. And it was mostly for my mother because she keeps saying, "You got to get rid of that bench," because it did look sad. At least now it's not so sad looking. So I hope you're doing well. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.